Hello. So today we're doing a few things again for the shoulders, much more targeted on the shoulders and neck. And we're doing two things standing up, so you need a wall, and then two things sitting down. And you can take anything that you need for support to sit comfortably cross-legged or sitting on your heels or legs straight, whatever is most comfortable for you. As per usual, modify if you need to. Please don't go too far into the sensation. Never go beyond your own threshold. Don't push your body. Just gently ease yourself into it so you have a chance to gently feel things rather than going straight on into intense sensation. So we'll come standing at the wall, and we want to be at a distance to the wall so that we can have the arm completely straight. We're going to slide the arm just about to kind of rib height, but we'll adjust anyway, so that's not so important. The fingers are pointing backwards and the palm is nicely spread, so really spread fingers nice and wide. I'm going to take one step forward with a leg that's outside, and then one step back with a leg that's in the back, so then in a lunge pose. And you don't have to make the step huge, you just have to be comfortable, and the front knee should be behind or just on top of the front heel. And then adjust your arm so you can slide it back more or slightly down more so that you start to feel the stretch into side of the neck and then the front of the shoulder. And then press the hand into the wall and squeeze the legs gently towards one another. And that's really going to give you a big stretch into that whole top of the shoulder. And you can stay here for 5 breaths, 10 breaths, whatever you want. But when you're done, just let go of the wall, step the feet together, and then repeat on the other side. Now, we're going to do this facing the wall first and foremost. I hope you can see enough of it, but I hope my instructions are enough. I'm going to get a little closer. So you start with both of your hands against the wall. Once again, fingers nice and spread. And you want to have the elbows bend, so the elbows can be almost into your waistline. And the hands are at the same height as your shoulders. Then you let one arm go, and then you take that lovely free hand and you place it onto the front of the other shoulder. So you really just roll that shoulder blade into the back, so it's firm into the back of the rib cage. And then you just keep the feet hip width apart and start walking to the side until you start to feel that gentle pull in the neck once again. And it's a slightly different angle, and you come and keep the upper body in one line, and you stop whenever you need to stop. Take a few deep breaths. Just send that bend elbow forward a little more if you want to go more into the stretch, and then reach the other arm. And you're going to pat yourself where the head and the neck meet. Lift that elbow, but draw the shoulder down, and then you can lift a little bit, supporting the back of the head. Lift the gaze, and that's going to give you a different stretch down the side of that left waist rib cage. And then you come back, release the arm, come back, and do the same thing on the other side. So that's it for the ground. Sorry, that's it for the wall. Rather, we're going to come to the ground. My head is a little bit all over the place today, I apologize. So, working deeper into the neck, we're going to interlace the fingers and then place them against the back of the neck. Really just so that we're touching the base of the base of the cranium, the base of the skull, and then the very tops of the shoulders with the thumbs. And then we're going to draw those elbows forward. Once again, relax the shoulders down, draw those shoulder blades down, and then we're pressing the arms forward and then pressing the neck backwards. That gives you a really nice release of the cervicals and also of those trapezius muscles. And you can stay here for a few breaths again. Relax your jaw. And then when you're ready, release. Once again, comfortable seat, whatever seat you want, that doesn't matter. And then we're going to cross the legs. So one leg is bent underneath you and you're sat on both sit bones, and if you have any issues with your knee, that leg can stay straight. The other leg crosses over. The foot is perfectly flat on the ground. We're going to bring the hands firmly onto the front of that knee. Just to use this support, so by pressing the hands into the knee, to keep that spine nice and long. Relax the shoulders once again, and then when you're ready, hook the inside of your elbow around that knee. Take a big breath, reach the other arm behind you so you can come onto the fingertips. Make sure, once again, you're drawing those shoulders down and the shoulder blades into the back. And then slowly, bit by bit, when you're ready, you start to turn from the belly and then further up the spine. Every time you breathe in, you get longer through the spine, as if you wanted to reach the ceiling or the roof of your head. And every time you breathe out, you draw the belly in and maybe turn a millimeter more. You don't have to go far. And keep the chin into the midline, so the center of your chest, for the first few breaths. And then when you're ready, turn the head more, so you stretch the side of the neck. Stay here for a few breaths. Squeeze the legs towards one another. And then when you're ready, keep the body as it is, just turn the head the other way and let the chin drop. So you get another stretch into the other side of the neck. And you're pressing the knee, top knee, into the arm and squeezing the arm around that knee. Let the head be heavy here, and then take a few breaths. And then when you're ready, let go. Bring the head back in line with the center of the chest. Bring the body back to the center. Undo the legs, and then just repeat the other side. Enjoy this. Take very good care of yourselves. Be in touch if you want any more information, if you want to schedule a private session, either in person when I'm in London or in Berlin, or via Skype if you need something and we can't quite fit it in face to face. Be well.